Greetings, sea ice monsters. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Biotech, the first Wendigo, episode 56, Countess. Typed up some priorities here, that's why I was quiet, I was trying to focus. So here are 5 choices. Go to Ancient Dangers for science and technology. There's still tech prints to be unlocked, and there's potential to get like architect stuff or Luciferium or something like that. Kill mech bosses. Manage the embryos, because I have a lot of eggs just sort of sitting here, and I could potentially fertilize them and see if I can advance the Wendigo project. Get the glitter wand artifact. So that artifact is part of our ideology. It is the legendary L-Tech staff, which would make Wendy a pretty capable sidecaster, or viewer suggestions. So that would be left up to you. The sidecast, it was honorable, so I gained 2 extra honor, and I gained a permit, as well as Berserker Pulse. Oh my god, I'm just gonna save in case something happens. Berserk and Berserker Pulse, dear lord. Unbelievable. So let's go ahead and have her learn... Oh, did I buy the other one? I thought I bought the other skill trainer. I guess not. Hey, Wendy, call in your ally and see what else we can get. So I wouldn't mind more trainers. Oh, Husk. You have a bad heart. I don't even want your heart. So, you were the female. Oh, that sucks. You're the one that I want to keep alive. Let me tend you real quick. Make sure you don't die. Paul and Picow were the ones that I was going to organ harvest to death. I guess I'll gene scan them once and then organ harvest them. So Picow, you're first. And I probably don't need to manage this with Wendy because I do have that bot to do it. Why are you hauling? My lord, is that below your pay grade? What are you? You were just... I don't understand that at all. Okay, work on the Wendigo project. So, what males do I have to... I don't really have a lot of males, unfortunately, to be able to fertilize. I really only have T-Sang, which is kind of a problem. But I will extract eggs from Mass and Soups. So, as a reminder, Mass has robust only, so not that important as far as the Wendigo project goes. But Soups has cold tolerant, strong melee, robust, and reduced pain. So T-Sang, I guess you could try to fertilize, because you're not directly related to anyone, fertilize all these eggs. But I think it's probably best for you to try to fertilize eggs that are of subspecies. So, oh, I guess there's also Double D, wherever Double D is. Double D is robust. Yeah, actually, Double D's eggs are pretty boring. Could I rate equality and steal men? No, because the only colonists that I'm allowed to have, more or less, are ones that I make myself. Hey, bud. 1 more minute on this poll. What I could do is I could temporarily enslave Picow. Yeah, I could temporarily enslave Picow and force him to artificially inseminate these eggs, and then just imprison him. And maybe that's probably the way to go about it. So I'll do that. He can't ever be a slave or a colonist, but I can force him as a unwilling sperm donor. Which is sort of inside the rules. Sort of. Orange Chaos. Looks like you're idle. You're also low on power, but go back to mine. And we hit the southern wall of this ancient danger as well. Cool. Wendy. Research. Over deconstruct. It's a loophole. Exactly. So managing embryos is what we're going to do. I already typed it up there. So the ones that I'm most interested in, Pascus was a waster. So let's see about T-Sang trying to filter out the waster genes. Or Mike. Mike could do it too. Mike is just as capable of it as T-Sang. So maybe I'll do Mike, because T-Sang's been fertilizing a lot of stuff. And Mike is sort of a fresh gene. So here we have super immunity. Yeah, that's, that works. So a little reminder, of course, the thing that we want to get out of the waster gene is super immunity. But we also want to avoid gaunt head. So, no, I take this back. This doesn't work. Let's try the other waster genes. Rurift is the dirt mole. So let's see about filtering the dirt mole's genes. So this is, again, referring back over. From dirt moles, we do not want slow runner. We do want fast wound healing, dark vision, and strong melee. So this embryo is usable. It's not great because of that sensitivity. That's kind of unfortunate. But it does have, it's technically viable because it doesn't have any of the negative genes. So that's a possibility. Let's try again. So there's this one, and this one's non-viable because of the slow runner. This is the waster gene, so let's try this one. And this is not viable because it doesn't have any positive traits. Who the heck is this? This seems like an impid name. So I'll fertilize it. Nope, this was a waster. And non-viable because it doesn't have any of the genes we're looking for. That's mass. That's double D. Brito. So of the Neanderthal genes, referring back over here, of the Neanderthal genes, we want the only thing unique to Neanderthals would be cold tolerant. The other three genes that we want out of the Neanderthals, the strong melee, robust, and reduce pain, are shared amongst other species. And I mention that because we already have cold tolerant in our genome with our vat grown. So double D, or not double D. Who is cold tolerant? Soups? Yeah, Soup already has cold tolerant. So we don't really need to fertilize double D eggs unless we think that we can grow another. Actually, no, there's a purpose. One thing that would be really, really helpful is if I had a male with all the same positive genes as Soup's, meaning cold tolerant, strong melee, robust, and reduced pain. And that way, any offspring of Soup's crossed with that other individual is nearly guaranteed to have cold tolerant, strong melee, robust, and reduced pain. So, with that in mind, let's fertilize the heck out of Brito's eggs. So this one is garbage. Let's try again. Oh god, they're stacking. Oh, that's frustrating. Alright, is this the... So this one is not viable because of the slow study, but it did have the cold tolerant. Let's try again. Again, slow study, so it's not viable. And these are a lot of bad genes. This one has slow study again. Dude, how stupid are you? Why do you keep passing on your stupidity? A slow runner. Okay, so none of those Brito genes were good. That's an impid name. Yeah, that's you, right? So you are an impid. From the impids, we only want horns. So that might be a little easier to get. Fire spew, Slow wound. Okay, that one's non-viable. Let's try again. This one's garbage. Fine. Ramirez. Ramirez was a... What was Ramirez? Ramirez was a waster, I think? No, Ramirez was a baseliner. So don't fertilize Ramirez's eggs. Mass's eggs, Double D's eggs, Placidia. Placidia was maybe also a baseliner? I'll fertilize one to make sure. Yeah, also a baseliner. Riggs. I have no idea who Riggs is. Stealing eggs, and Riggs was a baseliner. Okay. Pong is a pigskin. So let's try for pigskin crosses. So a reminder about pigskins. From pigskins, we are hoping to get the robust and the robust digestion and strong stomach, but not trotter hands, not pig nose, and not pig voice. And this gene here got the trotter hands and pig nose, so not a good start. This one got pig voice, again, not a good start. So all of the eggs that I could fertilize, I have fertilized. And I think the only one that's viable is this one here. This Rurift Mike cross. So taking a look at every single one, I'm going to go through them. Garbage. Garbage. Usable, but not unique. Garbage. Garbage. Usable. No. Garbage. Gaunt head. Garbage. 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 Oh, so much garbage. So I think what I'll do is a bit of a cleanup. So here's how I'm going to clean up. Mass. All the good eggs stick in your pocket. That way I can get rid of the bad eggs. So this is good egg. This is a good egg. Man, there is just an abundance of bad eggs. Stand still. Walking around. This is technically a viable egg, but it's pretty worthless as far as I'm concerned. Might make for good cannon fodder, I guess. Garbage. I'm not even gonna bother with it, for that matter. This is technically a viable egg, and it does have cold tolerance, so I'll take it. This is technically a viable egg, and it has strong melee damage. It would be more like cannon fodder. This one's technically viable. Makes me think, now, reduced pain doesn't matter enough. Nope, not viable. And that's not viable. So all the other eggs that are on the ground right now are garbage eggs that I do not need. So Mass, you're going to go stand around in, I don't know, the cold room. And we will try to sell. Permit choice. Probably the Jan squad. So I can call in regular troopers and Jan troopers. And you need a death rest. So let's run this trade with the trade caravan that just came in and then death rest. Is there something to counteract UV sensitivity? Just live in the darkness. But no, there isn't. Unfortunately. So all these other eggs that are not caravaned are sellable. That's going to help clean up a bit. And now I have no silver, like at all. So Mass, you are going to be removed from caravan, and you can put the eggs away. So these are the eggs that can become colonists or slaves. All the others that I sold violate Wendy's guidance rules, or whatever you want to call it. UV sensitivity isn't just a mood debuff. You actually move slower in the sun, so it matters. And Wendy, start your death rest. What should my priority be? So the embryos would be heading out to like a temporary site, like this hunting site or something, to try to abduct people. It's kind of a long trip, so it's probably best if I had the permit for shuttles, but you can vote on it anyway if you want. Paul, let's have you go through here. And then Husk. Let's take it over. I could have Mike cross Husk to try to get pigskin, a pigskin filter. So like Mike. Let's fertilize that when you're back. Oh, hello. Attacking immediately. And one is leader of the faction. Hey, look at this. 5 minutes left on voting for the priority, but I'm going to have my hands full, I think, because of all these impids. So, let's go behind the walls. Every time Wendy is unconscious, I seem to get attacked. There seems to be a perfect 1-to-1 ratio now. Smart for the enemies to do it. Very annoying, but smart. So, fire is not very useful against impids, but, like, I'm still probably going to use the fire, and the impid tribe is hostile to everyone, so this trade caravan will fight them. Mechs behind the walls as well. Mechs, my other fight mechs, go to the fight zone and join the work control group. I can't directly control them, but I can try to at least encourage them to fight the things that I want fought. So they are attacking immediately, and then the leader of their entire faction is named Haz. Most of their weapons is like simple bows. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to clog up the... I'm actually going to use Mass's lifters to try to clog up the walkway and get them burned as best I can. Because my... Oh, you're out of power? That's just obnoxious. Maybe I'll have Kish join too, because Kish is a pretty expendable bot. No offense, Kish. But it's possible to get... Oh, wow. One tapped. Oh, I guess not. He just took a lot of damage really quick. So, Mass, you're coming down here. The first group is fleeing, the first impid group, so 1/3 of them are running. That's good. And then what I'm doing here is so that the impids get really, really, really burned from ambient heat. Because they're fire immune, but they're not heat. They'll still get hurt in like 500 degree Celsius room. I'm gonna have the robots here basically just block the way. Get out of the room. Stop vomiting like a moron and leave. Yeah, you had your AIDS extracted like yesterday. Big deal. I don't need to worry about home zone because oh no, you're trying to get through there because they're already zoned away from it, except for T-Sang, because they're all set to behind the walls, and none of them are allowed to go fight that fire. You are going to be in the recharge. Oh, you're up magically. And then you're back down. Soups, you want to attempt to get better at shooting? Now that you've set that fire? Just drop the Molotov cocktail there. And go grab an SMG. So here's what I'm talking about, where Rexy, Kish, and Slowlane are just going to slow down the Impids' progression, forcing them to basically sit in this superheated tunnel for longer, getting them dead faster. And they actually might knock one out. Or kill them. Nice. Fatality. The roof is back on here, yeah. So it looks like we're going to get the glitter one next. Ooh. See, I think it's pretty easy to see the advantage of just, like, clogging the area and slowing them down. Especially in a tight corner where not all of them can shoot at me at once. Because these guys are just, they're getting heat stroked and taking ambient burn damage. And getting set on fire despite the fact that they're Impids. And they're also trying to spray additional fire at me, which is a big old joke, because it's like, so what? I'm a robot. How do you think that, like, why do you think trying to set me on fire is like a useful task? Dummies. I love it. Yeah, this raid's done for. They're totally done for. Is that all of them? Yeah, that's every single one. Good job, bots. Now I'm going to use the bots to try to put the fire out, so that I can get as many corpses as I'm able. Nice. It's kind of hard to put this fire out. Well, actually, the paramedic bot is a really good firefighter. Where is it? Bangface. You are going to be unrestricted and come down here. Because I'm trying to capture as many as I can so that I can harvest a ton of organs and make a nice new friend. And I only got a little bit of ambient burns. The paramedic bot will be able to do the rest. You guys, lifters are going to be unrestricted. Oh, this room is getting very hot. Mask, get out of there. Bang face. Jump. Just move faster. Yeah, these corpses are kind of gone. Mass, you go capture... You go rescue that guy. Oh, never mind. Alright, go hunt then. Try to kill some more. No, actually... Try to tend them. I don't know, maybe it's possible. They only have a few big bleeds. If you get there quick, might be possible. Oh, no, never mind. Because you have to stay here so I can put the fire out. Which I think is not going to matter, because it's too far gone anyway. So this is the firefighting power of the paramedic bot. Very handy when, you know, comes in clutch. But I think at this point I just need this fire to run its course. Splat. Unfortunately, because Wendy was not around, 0 prisoners as a result. It's fine. I did get some donkeys. Or a donkey. We extracted trotter hands. I guess that's not terrible to add to Pacified Plus. Speaking of which, let's get some extra processors out so I can take advantage of some of the extra genes that I've got. So the good news is, I did manage to... Oh, you're still zone restricted? I did manage to keep a lot of this infrastructure unburned, and all we have to do is clean it up. The bad news is that Rosie is usually pretty busy. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick her on home zone, so that she goes over there, hopefully. Cleans it up. Because that fire foam is going to stop the trap from being ever triggered twice. Until it naturally decays, which is a very long time. I am going to run a bit of hops and psychoid and heal root here. So it looks like I have a pretty good amount of rice, 1,500. Should be okay. And I think with Paul, I'm going to rip scan. I want another high subcore. Oh, Paul Cuts Trader and Wendy's asleep. Dang. I'm quite surprised that I've had the Crown Pen scanner on for so long, and I just haven't detected anything. So my next best warden would be mass at a whopping 0, I think. That's why I was a little perturbed. They showed up during death rest. I might have to move the prisoners over to rice, which is going to use up a lot more rice. I'm sure the prices I'm getting are absolutely atrocious, but I might as well just sell it. So these were the good eggs. Oh, there was one egg that wasn't good. Poor shooting. No, it wasn't that one. I'm not going to be able to tell from here. Because they stack. Whatever. T-Sing. I think we're good for corset time. So we'll go back to mass producing corsets for relationship and the like. And then Paul, kidney, lung, heart. I haven't forgotten about trying to befriend Inalor, so I'm working on that as well. Husk, you don't need 2 kidneys and 2 lungs. And then Pickow, you don't need 2 as well. Any other prisoners in here? Have all their Double D. You don't need everything. And then Sky. You don't need all your organs either. Neither does this dirt mole. Mike! I am not exactly comfortable for you playing doctor. So don't. Let Fangface the robot do it. So I think that's everybody. Everybody is losing their non-vital organs. And that will be one heck of a gift basket. A gift basket of a bunch of organs and clothing made of human leather. Let's just hope that Inalor doesn't question where it came from. Or I'm going to have a really difficult story to explain. What the hell are you doing in here? Oh wait, that's Slaughter? Oh, you're my pet. Not anymore, you aren't. Dang, Rosie! You work fast! Holy cow. Well, other than the floor being replaced, this is already cleaned up of all the garbage that we wanted to get rid of. The fire foam garbage. It's a little painful to have to reset this trap with wood. But there's no real way to grow straw, because it can't be grown hydroponically. Well, Rosie, the whole base is clean? I guess that's true. Oh, the things that Fangface does. Sky is ready for another extraction. So instead of waiting for the second surgery, I'm gonna immediately gene extract, because Hussar genes are can be pretty awesome. And I want to min-max that as much as I can. You know what I think's going on here? I think that my allies are so frightened of Wendy that they show up purposefully when she's death resting. Like, somehow they can tell she's death resting, and they're like, okay, we can arrive now, because She is way too creepy and way too good at trade that she'll talk the pants off of us and then suck our blood without us noticing. I think that's what's going on here, because there is a definite trend of every time she's asleep, there's a trade possibility. And it's almost perfect in that they only arrive when she's downed. Absolutely a trend I've noticed. So when she's back up, I'll start doing the glitterworld stuff. That's what you voted on. So there's a crypto drone hack which brings tox blighters in. That could give me more organs. And there's also a secret installation to hack. And the ancient complexes are a little sketchy because she's very pyrophobic. So the fuel nodes that explode are very not good for her. So what I could do is instead I could send Soups. Soups can't really fight, but can do the hacking and isn't at risk of the pyrophobic penalties. It's just food for thought. Oh, it's so nice to have a paramedic bot doing all this stuff for me. Never do I want to go back to manually have to tend the prisoners. That was insufferable. Where'd the Molotovs go? Also put the incendiary launcher down here too. I dropped the Molotovs. Oh, there they are. They just haven't been hauled. When is manipulation high enough to deconstruct the fuel nodes fast enough? Sometimes they explode immediately. There's like no timer. And because she's so pyrophobic, it's possible that she'd be able to skip herself out in time. But it's probably not, it's playing a very dangerous game of chicken. And not one that's probably worth playing. It'd be likely better to like try to throw a frag grenade on it. We got great melee off of them. A second copy. So, not helpful, but still nice to have. About a third of the way into Cataphract armor. And interestingly enough, the throne room, because it's not frequented commonly, has stayed pretty clean. Yeah, the cooking bot is also awesome. I basically just automate it. I haven't paid attention to it at all, and the food has been flowing, so that's been great. And there's one more surgery, and then we have all the organs that I wanted. This is the last surgery here. Where is the Fabricore anyway? Oh, you're charging. There's some animals that need butchering so that we can keep the prisoners fed. Would it be a good idea to combine the Ancient Complex quest? There is never going to be Jade on those map tiles. And combining them would need to be voted on, and it's not something I'm going to do on my own. The Jade isn't important, it's not serving a purpose at this point. It's a nice to have, not a need to have, I guess is probably the better way to put it. And I don't spend time on nice to haves until they're need to haves. She's already a Countess, so it's not required at all. Organs. The organs, however, they are going to be a very lovely gift bag. Let's see about making a new ally. Corsets. I'm going to send the tainted clothing just because, well, I guess it's already rotting outside. That doesn't really matter. That's a lot of organs. And then I'll sell some of the weapons that I don't need. They better be thankful. I better get a Christmas card from them. So I can tear it up and throw it in the fire, but still, they better send me one. Okay. There it is. Ugh. Oh, all the chargers are currently being occupied. I hate when they repair the robots, and then they just, like, leave them there. Seems so pointless. Wendy is up in 1 hour and can wake, but I'm not going to wake her early. I'm going to try to get to death rest 100%, because there's no reason to wake her right now. The Imperial Trader is gone. For once, the farmer bots are actually done. They actually are doing their stuff, and I don't need to micromanage them. That's great. $96. Very close. Be nice to have her back. I did mention that I thought it would be a good idea for her to have a bionic eye. At least one to aid in shooting. Which I have noticed she misses more than I'd like. There we go. Fabricor is now butchering the animals. I don't know if the Fabricor is hauling the meat to where the meat belongs, but whatever. As long as the animals are getting butchered, it's fine. There we go. 100%. Ah, right as the Balkans trader left. The timing. I mean, I already traded with them, so it's not a loss or anything, but just the timing of that seems absurd. So what I'd really like to scan off Sky would be probably great shooting would be amazing, or unstoppable would be okay. Super fast wound healing would be really good. Although, do I have that? Yeah, I already have that. So, really, it would be great shooting. And then the awful ones. The ones that I don't have. I don't think I have awful any of these. Which awfuls do I have? I have awful cooking and crafting. So I would want all of the awfuls here as well. Then I could make some pretty ridiculous xenogerms. Super specialized soldiers. My own version of hussars. Gift to Inalor plus 150. Wow. Alright. They do like their organs. So now we're neutral, and we're 4 away from allied. So let's just do the 4. Gift another 4. Probably just a few corsets or something. Once T-Sang has the chance to make some corsets. In fact, T-Sang, let's have you tailor over Smith so I can get allied. Because what's going to happen every season is I'm going to lose rep because it eventually pushes towards -60. So, the sooner the better. Combat vacuum, go! Knocked Kish out, but Rosie hasn't been touched yet. It's very amusing to me, watching my vacuum slowly kill a prisoner. Man, he is really, or she, really putting up a fight. Look at those crack. Oh, don't use meds on that. Polar bear self-tamed. Okay. Blind, mostly half-blind polar bear. More like meat to me, but sure. Thank you for tuning in to The First Wendigo, which originally streamed live on Twitch December 22nd. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my gaming community, Rhadamant.com also has a link to Discord, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. A special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope you have a wonderful holiday season and a happy new year. Farewell, my fellow Wendigos.